Which is the single biggest opportunity in real estate market as of now?
The biggest no for a first time investor, I would say, is get into real estate with a long term vision.
एक जो आपकी हैबिट है जो आप एट्रीब्यूट करते हो इन योर फाइनेंशियल सक्सेस.
We think through of exit even before we enter into any financial commitment.
So why have you chosen to become a second home developer?
As I would say कि जो पोस्ट कोविड एरा में हम जी रहे हैं, हर जने को एक प्राइवेट लेजर वेव की रिक्वायरमेंट क्रिएट हो गई है.
What do you do in your free time?
हाँ, फ्री टाइम. I hardly get any.
So one word for these real estate locations. So Pune,
Consistent market.
Bangalore,
Still buzzing with energy.
New Goa,
Tremendous opportunity.
Gurgaon.
Caution.
What is your $1 million piece of advice for your youngsters who want to start their journey today?
If you want to make a good career, two things which you can't compromise: hard work and discipline. But if you really want to make a good return on your investment, then land is the best investment.
A piece of advice you would like to give to youngsters who would like to invest in real estate?
I'm a very, very firm believer. If you make investment in land, it is going to give you return over generations.
Welcome to Brewing Khushi. Usually people brew coffee in the morning to wake up. But today we will be brewing some serious real estate secrets with a man who turned 360 realtors into a global giant. Welcome Mr. Ankit Kansal. Hi Ankit sir.
Hi, Khushi.
So can you please tell us something about yourself?
So, Khushi, talking about my professional journey, I started 25 years back in my career. And initial years, I was into exports, buying agency, retail. और उसके बाद I came into real estate around year 2013 onwards. And since then, for last 12-13 years, I have been in real estate. And I have done various, or rather, I'm doing various verticals in real estate, right from advisory to fund to fractional to development now.
Alright, so what was your very first milestone which made you realize that you are on the path to success in real estate?
For the first real estate journey of ours started with our company called 360 Realtor, which is in advisory space. And in the first year itself, we started a business in Gurgaon, and we were able to become one of the larger players in that space within first year itself. And
Very
not
nice.
knowing the business, coming from a completely different background, real estate was completely new to us, and still getting that success in the very first year made us believe that we can really take this a long way. And not just Gurgaon, we can probably one of the first players to make it big across the country and even overseas.
If you could just sum up your entire professional journey in just one word, what would it be?
Hard work.
Can you elaborate hard work?
See, I think when you are in your professional journey, with every passing day, you would try and expect that with success coming your way, things should get comfortable and easy.
Right.
But if in case you have a moving benchmark, when you aim at achieving more and more in life, then putting the same kind of hard work, effort, and discipline become very, very important. So even today, after 25 years of my career, in terms of man hours, I would put the same amount of man hours what I used to do 25 years back or even more today. And that discipline, that commitment towards work have really shaped my career the way it is today and the success which have come along with it.
Right. एक जो आपकी हैबिट है जो आप एट्रीब्यूट करते हो इन योर फाइनेंशियल सक्सेस.
Ensuring that we think through of exit even before we enter into any financial commitment is very, very important. आज रियल एस्टेट में या किसी बिजनेस में एंटर करना बहुत आसान है, बट अगर आपको ये नहीं मालूम आपको एग्जिट मिलेगी कैसे और आपको एग्जिट लेनी कब है, तो you will lose the entire perspective of running a successful business. It is very similar to you can only win in a casino if you know, if you have your targets right and you know when you need to get up.
Right.
If you have already pre-decided when you want to exit and you reach your target and you make your exit, definitely, I think that will lead to success. If you have a indefinite timeline, then definitely that would not take you anywhere.
What's your views on the trending topic of fractional ownership?
Huh. Very interesting subject. Fractional, I would say, in a way, it's a new age currency of real estate.
Right.
Uh, I would try. It's a very, very upcoming and a new subject. Uh, Consumer today doesn't understand that fully as of now. It will take time for them to absorb the new concept. But all these products like REIT, MFME REIT, fractional are going to empower consumer to enter into real estate at a next level altogether. Where today, in a traditional method, if a consumer wants to make an investment of 5 lakhs and enter into real estate, he does not have an opportunity. Any reasonable opportunity is not there. If he wants to invest in Gurgaon, he might have to take a ticket of 2 to 3 crores minimum. And if he wants to enter into commercial real estate, it might be 4 to 5 crores. Um, a holiday home, even higher. But what fractional real estate really brings in an opportunity for a consumer if you have a 5 lakh rupees of available uh, free cash flow, you can enter into real estate with that much money. That flexibility is what's going to really drive the real estate investment forward. Also, the other aspect which is very, very important, it gives a very diversified portfolio to a investor of real estate. अब एक इन्वेस्टर को 50 लाख रुपए भी अगर इन्वेस्ट करने हैं तो rather than just investing into one plot or one residential unit, he can invest 10 lakh rupees in 5 different product lines. He can
Wow.
invest 10 lakh in holiday home, into a retail shop, into commercial product or a residential product, into different geographies, and have a very diversified portfolio of investments, which will ensure that his risks are safeguarded, his investment is much more well calibrated and well distributed between different asset classes. For fractional, is going to be the uh, biggest game changer in next decade. And what I would like to add over here, Nahif, if real estate may fractional will become a will play a very vital role. It will happen in all different things, be it cars, be it planes, yachts, everything. Everything will bring in fractional in a big way in time to come.
After dominating the brokerage space for years, what was that one wow moment which pushed you towards that you want to become a developer?
See, in the brokerage space, we have been doing Goa since year 2016, 17. And we saw this trend कि consumers, especially people in NCR, wanted to buy or invest in Goa. We got an opportunity where uh, a plotting project came over to us, and we thought of taking that as our own development. And with the grace of God, within a short time span of 6 months, we were able to gather 1,000 odd customers for a project in Goa,
Wow.
which was completely unthinkable. Honestly
Right.
speaking, we didn't think. it will go that well, but we could actually see the potential. And that's where we realized that there's a big scope for second home market. And that's where we really got into development business full time.
Right. So, is it more challenging to sell someone else's vision or to build your own?
Definitely, it takes more effort, but to work on your own vision give you a lot of confidence in what you are trying to do. आप जो अपने कंज्यूमर को देना चाह रहे हो उसके पीछे आपका कन्विक्शन बहुत हाई होता है while when you're selling somebody other vision or somebody else's vision, then definitely their iota of doubt in your head will always be there. बट जब आप अपना खुद के विजन को मार्केट करते हो, उस पे कन्विंस्ड होते हो, तो दैट कन्विक्शन passes down the line in the same way. So I think definitely there's no disagreement. It's much easier to work on your own vision rather.
Which is the single biggest opportunity in real estate market as of now?
Kushi, I think second home is where I think biggest opportunity lies today. There is a lot of developers who are there in typical residential space, commercial space, retail space. But as our GDP is growing, people are getting more disposable income in their hand. Uh, second home have become really interesting space now. And keeping that in mind, I think I'll put my bets behind second homes, including villas, plots, or whatever includes in second home space. But I think that's where I really would put my bets behind.
All right. So, in real estate, what is the number one don't for a first time investor?
The biggest no for a first time investor, I would say, is get into real estate with a long term vision. Don't get into real estate to punt. There's a typical trend which we have observed in a lot of markets where people would buy a property of 1 crore while they have an investment capacity of 25 lakhs, where they have been advised that you can flip your investment before subsequent demands come in place. I think that's the biggest mistake the new investors make. They should have a possibility of funding that through by their own investment. Of course, if they can flip it well before, which is fantastic. But if in case things go outward, they should have the financial wherewithal to ensure that they can take their investment to conclusion without getting into a situation.
So why have you chosen to become a second home developer?
See, I think I always wanted to do things which have a niche of its own. ट्रेडिशनल रियल एस्टेट बहुत लोग कर रहे हैं. एक बड़ी ट्रेडिशनल रेजिडेंशियल या कमर्शियल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्रिएट करने में it would have taken me a generation. So, and also the current demand for second home have gone up like anything. Post COVID, people have realized they just don't want to earn money, they just don't want to save money, but also to uh, utilize that money and travel, second home have become a very essential part of their life. Now, as I would say कि जब पोस्ट कोविड एरा में हम जी रहे हैं, हर जने को एक लेजर स्पेस, प्राइवेट लेजर स्पेस की रिक्वायरमेंट क्रिएट हो गई है. वो चाहें बीच लोकेशन हो, प्लेसेस लाइक गोवा, या हिल लोकेशन उत्तराखंड या हिमाचल, or be it wildlife locations. Everybody is looking for a passion for a home uh, in a place which is away from the hustle and bustle of city. और ये एक ऐसा फैक्टर है जो कंटिन्यूअसली ग्रो करेगा और इसमें बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स नहीं हैं, तो मुझे वहाँ पे एक अपने लिए गैप दिखाई दिया जहाँ पे वी कैन एक्सेल एंड बी वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट प्लेयर इन दैट स्पेस.
What is the most undervalued asset class in India right now?
लैंड.
How land?
सो लैंड इज लिमिटेड एंड with the growing population, with the growing urbanization, um, what we will always see is land will appreciate continuously. Uh, I'm a very, very firm believer if you make investment in land, it is going to give you returns over generations, while an apartment or an office space or a retail space will subsequently have a life cycle where it will uh, go around, but land will keep on appreciating northwards always.
So, as you were talking about New Goa, so why did you decide to start your venture in North New Goa?
Uh, for New Goa, typically it have become a new synonym for Sindhudurg. For with the new airport in Goa coming up, which is Mopa Airport, the area around it is typically Maharashtra. So Mopa Airport is right at the border of uh, Goa and Maharashtra. And Sindhudurg, or as we call it New Goa now, is one of the most beautiful locations, absolutely untouched as of now. While Goa have been going on for lot many years, Sindhudurg have been catching up now with its pristine beaches, uh, beautiful greenery, and relatively straightforward land laws. New Goa is where entire investments today are getting into. Lot of people are moving in there to create their second homes. People who can work remotely are definitely moving there. People who want to spend a certain part of their year are moving there. Typically, in urban locations like NCR, where your AQI can go as high as 500, 600 at certain point of time, it is a health hazard. People will prefer a location like this, which is very affordable still and give you the best lifestyle possible in terms of greenery, in terms of clean air, uh, and good connectivity with the airport. And I think the journey have just started now, and it will continue for a very, very longer period of time.
All right. Do you see New Goa as a holiday destination or a permanent residence?
So, Kushi, what you have to understand, uh, there is a very fine line now between uh, residential development and hospitality. आज से 20 साल पहले developer used to sell the project, residential project, based on location, based on किस तरीके का आर्किटेक्चर है, वो कौन सा मार्बल लगा रहा है. Those were the criteria where customer used to buy the project. Today, residential project get sold on a criteria of what kind of a lifestyle that residential project will provide. It is not about कि आपका Italian marble है या tile है. It is all about what kind of community living you are giving, what kind of a club you are offering, what kind of amenities are you bringing in. Keeping that in mind, that fine line of residential real estate and hospitality is getting finer and finer. For today, hospitality and residential real estate is getting merged into each other. For when you see a lot of these branded apartments coming up, branded plots coming up, for a lot of these hospitality brands are now getting into residential space. So there is no fine line, there's no fine work between it will be a residential space or a holiday space. I think it's going to be right in the middle where people will reside in their holiday homes. And that's the right way it will be.
Amazing. So now that we've talked a lot about your professional life, so I would like to know what are your hobbies and what do you do in your free time?
Free time. I hardly get any. But yet, so I think whatever time I'm able to spare out of my work, I love to travel. Um, it helps me in two ways. One, giving time with the family, and two, it also helps me uh, restart. It gives me time to think because when I'm into my work, life is very tactical. You really don't get time to strategically think through. So these holidays help me introspect of strategic discussion decisions I have to take in life, and definitely once I'm back, there's more energy into the entire thing.
Right.
I'm back to work with more vigor, and that really happens.
So how do you find a balance between your professional life and personal life?
To be honest, my life is very tilted towards professional work as of now. However, of course, I try and manage whatever best way I can towards my personal commitments, towards my family, towards my friends, and try and do things in the best way possible that uh, a balance is found and I can give time at both places and ensuring that I can keep everyone happy in the same space.
What is your $1 million piece of advice for your youngsters who want to start their journey today?
If you want to make a good career, two things which you can't compromise: hard work and discipline. As long as you can bring both, you will hit success today or tomorrow. Some people will take it quicker than others, but success will definitely come your way. However, if in case you compromise with either of them, then just luck can favor you. That's different. But uh, otherwise, I think these two characteristics are very, very important going forward for your career.
So, if you could go back to your 20-year-old self, so what is that one thing which you would do differently?
Have a bigger vision.
How?
Uh, I would have gone into more fundamental business 20 years back because the bigger landscape or uh, you have to play, uh, the bigger the business could have become. So, what I am trying to do today, if somebody would have handholded me at that time and got me into more fundamental business, which have a bigger number game, that would have definitely happened. So, I would say if in case I was into development space 10 years back compared to brokerage space, I would have been much ahead today
Right.
compared to where I am right now.
A piece of advice you would like to give to youngsters who would like to invest in real estate.
I think I would maintain what I probably said just a while back. The best asset class is land, 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 and land. Invest into any kind of land, be it plotting, be it agriculture land, be it uh, a plot right in the middle of the city, a plot which is coming on the outskirts. But if you really want to make a uh, good return on your investment, then land of the best investment. And of course, you have to be very careful while investing into it. You have to do your thorough due diligence, ensuring that title when everything is clear while making that investment. But I think that's where you should be putting your money behind when it comes to investing in real estate.
So, sir, like you have mentioned that you have to be very cautious. So, what is that one advice?
I think when you're buying property, any kind of property, be it land, be it an apartment or anything, you have to ensure that you get your title report or title diligence done very well. There should be no compromise to it. Uh, Irrespective of how lucrative the deal is, you have to ensure that title report should come out clean and it should be done diligently by a lawyer. And without that advice of a lawyer, you should not be moving ahead with the transaction.
All right. So, sir, as an expert, I would like to do a quick rapid fire round with you. So, one word for these real estate locations. So, Pune,
Consistent market,
Bangalore,
still buzzing with energy,
New Goa,
tremendous opportunity,
Gurgaon.
caution,
All right. And Dubai.
stressed opportunity.
So, sir, before we wrap up, any last thoughts?
No, it has been fantastic conversing with you, Khushi, and piece of advice for your viewers. Real estate is an amazing place to be in. Uh, One of the best asset classes to invest. Be cautious. Make your good investment. Make good money out of real estate. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. I hope you liked our conversation and I hope you learned something new about real estate. Stay tuned for my next episode with Brewing Khushi.